My dear friend, let me invite you into a moment of stillness, as though we are sitting together in a quiet room where the light is soft and the air is calm. Imagine the comfort of a warm cup of tea in your hands, the faint sound of birds outside your window, and the reassurance that in this moment, you are exactly where you need to be. Today, I want to share with you a story about happiness, about wisdom, and about living well in our later years, even when money is limited. Because the truth is, life does not measure our worth in dollars, nor does it require wealth to bring us joy. Life, especially in our golden years, rewards us for how we choose to live, for the habits we nurture, and for the wisdom we carry. And so, together, let us explore the habits, the finance wisdom, and the retirement secrets that allow seniors everywhere to live happily, even with little money. Many people grow up with the belief that happiness in old age requires financial abundance. They think that to enjoy retirement, you need to have large savings, a big home, or the ability to travel the world. But if you look closely, you'll see countless examples of people who prove this idea wrong. There are seniors living in small apartments, rural cottages, or modest homes who radiate joy, who laugh deeply, who wake up each day with peace in their hearts. Their secret is not found in their bank account. It is found in the choices they make, the way they see life, and the simple habits that bring richness to their days. And if they can do it, so can you. The first and perhaps most important secret is this: true wealth is your health. You see, money can buy pills, but it cannot buy vitality. It can buy devices, but it cannot buy strength. Seniors who live happily with little money understand that caring for the body is one of the greatest forms of security. They take simple steps, walking each morning, eating balanced meals at home, drinking enough water, stretching gently, and resting well. They know that prevention is less costly than treatment, and that a strong body allows them to enjoy life in ways no amount of money can. So imagine waking up with the habit of taking a slow walk, greeting the sun as it rises, breathing in fresh air. Imagine preparing a simple breakfast of oatmeal with fresh fruit, sitting by the window, and letting your body be nourished. These habits cost almost nothing, but they create a life where your days are filled with energy rather than exhaustion. Another powerful habit that happy seniors practice is embracing simplicity. In a world that constantly tells us we need more possessions, more gadgets, more luxury, it is easy to feel that having little means living poorly. But the opposite is often true. Seniors who live simply discover that joy multiplies when life is not cluttered with unnecessary things. They read books borrowed from the library. They spend time in nature. They cook meals from scratch. They grow flowers or vegetables in small gardens. And they savor the little moments. When you slow down to enjoy a cup of tea on the porch, to listen to birds singing in the morning, or to share a story with a neighbor, you realize that happiness is not in the things you own, but in the experiences you cherish. There is also wisdom in living frugally, and that does not mean living in deprivation. Frugality is not about denying yourself. It is about making your money serve your happiness instead of controlling you. Seniors who thrive on modest means often keep a small notebook or budget journal where they track their spending. They repair what can be fixed rather than rushing to replace it. They reuse, recycle, and repurpose items with creativity. They cook at home instead of eating out often, and in the process, they enjoy healthier meals at a fraction of the cost. They hang clothes to dry in the sun. They grow herbs on the windowsill, and they find joy in the art of making do with what they have. There is a deep satisfaction that comes from being resourceful, from knowing that you can live comfortably without overspending, and that contentment is not found in shopping but in simplicity. Another secret to living happily as a senior with little money is the power of community and connection. Loneliness is one of the greatest challenges many seniors face, and it is also one of the most expensive, not in terms of money, but in terms of the heart. To be alone too often drains joy from the soul. But when you nurture relationships, whether with family, friends, neighbors, or even through volunteering, you create a web of love and support that no amount of money can replace. Imagine the laughter of playing cards with friends at a community center, the joy of baking bread with a grandchild, or the comfort of sharing stories with neighbors in the evening. These moments are free, yet they bring richness to life beyond measure. It is also important to cultivate habits that feed the mind and spirit. A happy senior is one who never stops learning, growing, and appreciating life. Reading, journaling, listening to music, practicing gratitude, or even learning something new online. All of these activities can be done at little or no cost, yet they keep the mind sharp and the heart joyful. Retirement is not the end of growth. It is a new chapter. And those who live happily with little money see it as a chance to focus on what truly matters, whether that is art, faith, creativity, or service to others. Now let us talk about retirement wisdom, because this is where so many people misunderstand the true meaning of wealth. Retirement is often portrayed as endless vacations, fancy dinners, and luxury living. But the happiest retirees are not those who spend the most. They are those who live with balance, peace, and purpose. Retirement wisdom means knowing how to stretch what you have, how to avoid unnecessary expenses, and how to find joy in simple routines. It means downsizing when needed, letting go of clutter, and choosing to live in a home that is manageable rather than burdensome. It means understanding that you don't need 10 rooms when 2 will do. That you don't need a new car every year when a well-kept one serves you faithfully. And that you don't need to prove anything to anyone anymore. Retirement wisdom is the art of living on your own terms, free from the pressure of comparison, free from the chase for more, and free to enjoy life as it is. There is also a secret that many seniors discover later in life. Gratitude transforms everything. A grateful heart sees abundance even where there is little. When you wake each day and give thanks for your health, for the roof over your head, for the food on your table, and for the people you love, your life feels full. Gratitude allows you to see blessings where others see burdens, to appreciate the ordinary as extraordinary, and to turn every simple moment into a treasure. Happiness, after all, is not about having what you want. It is about wanting what you already have. And let us not forget the role of purpose. Seniors who thrive, even with little money, wake up each day with something to look forward to. It may be tending to a garden, writing letters, volunteering at a community center, helping a neighbor, or simply being present for family. Purpose gives meaning to life, and it does not cost a penny. Without purpose, even wealth feels empty. With purpose, even modest living feels rich. As you listen to these words, I hope you begin to realize that the golden years are not meant to be a time of regret or scarcity. They are meant to be a time of wisdom, reflection, and joy. By focusing on health, simplicity, frugality, connection, gratitude, and purpose, you can live a deeply fulfilling life, no matter the size of your bank account. Happiness in retirement is not about having more money. It is about having more meaning. So, my dear friend, take heart. If you worry about not having enough, remember that the habits you cultivate can create a life richer than gold. Remember that small daily choices add up to great rewards. Remember that happiness grows when shared, that peace comes from simplicity, and that wealth is measured not in possessions, but in moments of love and joy. Your retirement years can be your most beautiful chapter, filled with calm mornings, meaningful connections, and the quiet satisfaction of knowing you are living wisely, fully, and happily. And as you step forward into each day, may you carry this truth with you. You already hold the greatest treasures within: your health, your wisdom, your connections, your gratitude, and your ability to live with purpose. With these, even the simplest life becomes extraordinary.